tugboat that has arrived that we're going to use to tie a rope onto this one. You can see the rope here that they tied onto the outrigger arm, and they're going to tie that onto the boat, and they're going to drag it along with all the people here. See all the people there? They're going to be pushing. This is standard Philippine. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what's going on, but oh, okay, they set it down on that side. That's why the boat's leaning. It was like, oh, this thing's going to tip over. You know, anything could go wrong here, but for some reason things usually go very well. I mean, they seem to, you know, have the luck of the Irish or whatever. I don't know. They're Filipino, so they got to move the back end over this way about a few meters to get away from the coconut tree up there, and then we got to kind of like seesaw it back and forth to get it pointed in the right direction to go out. The tide's coming in now. The high tide's going to be about 11:30 a.m. and it's about 10 a.m. or 10:20, something like that, I'm guessing, time-wise, but the tide's coming in. So now we're going to start. See, right now they got on this rope, and they're going to start moving the back of the boat over. And again, they got all those palm tree leaves that somehow, at some point in time, they're going to put them down, and that's going to make it slide better. These pieces of wood can roll, but they're actually going sideways now. They're lifting up this side. You can see this, and I'm going to sit back, maybe you can see the whole action going on now. This rope like a tug of war against the boat, and people might be pushing. I have no idea if they're going to move this thing or not. That's a big boat. I mean, this, yeah, it ain't budging. They did their first tug and it didn't budge. So they actually need like a lever. Problem is, when you lever against the bottom of the keel, you probably put a dent in it. You know, but they got a bamboo there. I mean, these people have done this 1,000 times, so they really know how to do it. And they got like a heavy-duty bamboo. You have to get the thick wall bamboo, not the thin wall stuff, but the thick wall stuff is like a tree stump, and it's really super strong. Bamboo is like, I think for weight, pound per pound, maybe 7 times stronger than steel. Something crazy like that. You can see. Yeah, see here. This is what I said. That they're going to have to leverage this thing. I got to get out of the way because that sucker could drop on my head anytime. So we're moving it right now. Oh, there it goes. See? It just moved. So we're getting it moved. Yeah, they just moved it about 6 inches, and they got to move a few meters. The reason is this coconut tree is too close. See that? The toilet is right there, a CR, they call it, comfort room. So they got to get it away from there, so there's no way it's going to hit that as this thing starts getting pulled out to sea. They're digging away some of the dirt there. And there's some noise. See that? Now they got to watch out for that outrigger to hit the coconut tree. They got a lot of stuff here. And this is the line of men. This is how they move it. See that? Here's the drummer. Now I think they've got it. I think 2 or 3 meters was their plan, to get it over 2 or 3 meters, and then move the. Then I think they're going to move the bow. So here's the Maalat is the Barangay, Madridios is the city, and Cebu is the province. So they're going to have to move the nose over so it doesn't hit that coconut tree there. The barangay captain's husband owns this boat, so it's easy to get people out here because it's kind of like the mayor of the village. The barangay captain is. The barangay is like a village, but each barangay has a captain. The captain has almost absolute rule. The captain says something, and people have to do it. They don't have any ifs, ands, or buts, but they're really nice because they do have to get voted into office, and so they have to be popular and that kind of thing. So it's not a dictatorship of any kind, but it's an actual electoral process. So they're digging out dirt here because the keel's trying to dig into the soil. They got to get that out, and they need to put like a little ramp there. But again, I don't know if they got bamboo or what. But my boat, if I build one, it's going to be much smaller, maybe the size of that boat out there. Tugboat, they call it. That's actually a fishing boat, but we're gonna use it to help launch this thing, along with all the people here. I would be actually pitching in, but I kind of strained my back the other day weed whacking, cutting all the weeds on my land. I actually did. There they go. This boat is heavy, man. It's a big boat. It's a really big boat. I don't know what point they start using these coconut leaves, but I think it's when they start sliding down the beach into the ocean. Now they're ready to move to the front, so we gotta move around to the front and see how they're doing there. What the Barangay captain's husband said was that we'll probably go down to Santa Fe. We're at the very north tip of the island. Santa Fe is the town at the very south tip of the island, which is kind of where the tourist industry is. We're hoping to bring more tourism up here, and they're really big on ecotourism here. So, yep. There we go. Same thing, move in the front. Got the rope on the front tied to the outrigger support. Oh wow, look at that thing slide. Now that's the front of the boat, not the back. The back's got all of the engines, so we're looking at almost, I don't know, maybe 1,000 pounds. And those are diesel engines, so they're heavy duty, cast iron. They're 105 horsepower each, but they're loaded with torque. So that's what pushes this thing. And again, there's the boat that's going to eventually pull it out to sea. Now, how we get on this boat, I have no idea once it gets out to sea. But that's a telephone pole there. Normally, you see a bunch of coconut tree stumps, or logs, basically. But that looks like a telephone pole there. Now they're using aluminum telephone poles, stronger, so that the typhoons don't tear them all down. There it goes. Look at that. And I'm guessing they got at least 50 people here moving this thing around. They're going to nose it out there, straight out. And again, you got to watch the back, because every time the nose moves, the back gets closer to that coconut tree. Yeah. And Barangay captain's husband is looking at the back. So they may have to shift the back around again. Alright, we're at the point now where we've got the boat lined up. The back is kind of close to that coconut tree, but hopefully that won't be an issue. We're laying down the coconut leaves here to slide the boat down so it doesn't drag through the sand, which will cut all the paint and seal off of the keel. So these coconut leaves will protect that. I actually think they need to get it all the way down to the beach, but they don't have it all the way down to the water line. I mean, they're hooking this rope onto this boat. This is the brother or brother-in-law of the Barangay captain's husband. So it's either Barangay captain's brother owns this boat. That's a fishing boat there, and that's kind of like the boat that I'm going to build. Maybe not that big, but similar, with the cabin and about that same size. Alright, they're giving the signal to go. They got it all roped up, and they got the rope. They moved the rope from around the prop down to the keel where I thought it should be, because you'll tear up your prop shaft pulling it on that. They're tearing up that. This is the back. They are pulling it going forward. more people at the back. This thing is so high. They're trying to push from the top with their arms all the way up in the air, and they just don't get any pressure on it. They got to come to the back and push this thing out. They really need to tip it over on the nose somehow. So I don't want to give too much advice because it could be bad advice. So rather them handle the situation than me, but they need to put some rollers under there. They got all the coconut tree stuff under there, but they got people pulling on the rope, so we'll see. Just one moment, I'll be back as soon as they hit it again. There they go. Fire it up here. There he goes. This sucker is nothing but big boat. Yeah. A little worried about this. This boat is so dang big. But the problem is that it's on the setting on the keel here. We need 3 or 4 of these boats out there doing this, and about another 100 people to push this thing out. Yeah. There he goes. Yeah. All righty. Woo! Well, we moved it. It moved. It's getting there. We'll be right back. Okay, here they go. They're going to hit it again. There he goes. She's moving. Yeah. She's moving. Move those palm trees. Lay them down on the sand down there. Leaving all these coconut tree leaves down there. Everybody's excited, laughing. Every time this boat moves, they just all go nuts here. But, I gotta get out from under that. That thing could come down on my head any time. So we're back here. Hopefully you can see the entire boat. I believe you can. It's hard for me to see the screen in this GoPro. There's so much reflection off of the scuba housing and that. There he goes. There he goes. She's moving. She is moving. You gotta watch that prop. The prop's going to dig in. No, it's not. Yeah. Woo! She's just about to kiss the water. Alrighty. Just about to kiss the water. Right there. Right there. Just about to kiss the water. Just that far. Yeah. Okay, they're going to try to do probably going to take a few more steps to get this all the way there. You got to watch for these props to drag in the sand as it kind of goes up. As the nose goes up and floating, these props are going to go down and try to dig into the sand. So you really got to watch out. They've turned the prop sideways to give it the most clearance that they can get, but they still got the rudder, which hangs down about another 6 or 8 inches below the prop. So gotta be careful there. So I'm gonna stop it for just a second while they coordinate, and then we'll be right back. Here we go again. They're moving it in there. Again, the props are going to be digging into the bottom. The coconut leaves are there. They're going to have a little bit of a challenge here. Like I said, these props are going to dig in. And they're going to try to put those in the ocean. The nose isn't floating yet, so it doesn't have enough water to bring it up, but the rudder's digging in. And that could be an issue of some sort here. Hopefully it's not. Doesn't cause any problems. I think they're about to hit it again here. Let's see what goes on. We're about halfway there, but the last half is the toughest part because you got to drag those props and that rudder through the sand to get it until it starts floating. They're hitting on the side. They're saying, "Do it." Here they go. One more shot here. One more shot. There he goes. Oh, they got to push. Everybody push. Just about ready. We'll be back in just a second. All right, here we go. They are giving it another heave-ho. It's almost ready. The boat's just about ready to float, but it just got to go another maybe 4 or 6 feet. All right, I think they're going to give it another heave-ho now. You got to lift this side up and get that rigger out of the sand. Here they go, here they go. Here they go. It's moving now. Look at this, keep going. A little bit more. A little bit more. Here it goes, here it goes, here it goes. There it goes. It's still not 100%, but we're getting there. She's afloat. She made it. Maybe the props are still in a little bit of sand, but you know, she got to get her out there a little bit more. She's still sitting on the bottom and the center of the keel, but another 4, 5, 6 feet. And as the tide comes up too, with tide still coming in, it won't be at its peak until about 11:30. So they're going to try to push a little bit more out there, just a little bit more. One more time here. Get it that last 6 feet out. You can see it's kind of pivoting on its center keel there. The back end's kind of free. That's just good to get the props out. They're probably still dragging a little bit, but that center keel is dragging. You can see the draft line, that brownish, where the brown and white meet, from the brown on the bottom of the hull to the white on the side of the boat. That's the actual draft line. So that's where she should float, right around there. But you can see the back's a little bit out of there, and they're getting out the bamboo. They'll push, and any second now, this baby ought to be 100% floating. Now, how we get on board after we get this thing out there, I have no idea, unless you climb up on the outrigger, walk an outrigger all the way up to the boat, and then get on, because I didn't bring any clothes to really get too wet, but I'm going to get wet getting on this thing, because we're going to, like I said earlier, we're going to take this thing out for about an hour cruise or so. I think she's floating, or very close to floating. She's, yeah. So, all right, she's floating. We got her. So anyway, that's it for now. We'll be back with more later. Bye for now. We have the blessing of the boat now.